Happy Friday, guys. Coming into the end of the week here. Want to start off with some announcements as usual. The equipment loan program, the blog is out there already for today, so give it a read, guys. There's a link for a Google form. Please fill it out if you're interested in borrowing some equipment from us, so that way we can organize it and have it ready for the pickup dates that we have. So read it over, fill out the form if you're going to be picking up the some equipment, guys, from us. Every question should be answered in that blog before you get to that form. Okay, so again, read it over, guys. The link will go live tomorrow, so that way everybody has a chance to fill it out, guys. We're limited with equipment, obviously, so we can only give it first come, kind of first dibs on the equipment, okay? And watch the outro. We have a little special announcement to announce on the outro, guys. But we'll pass it over to Coach Chris here for the workout.
Okay, guys, so today's workout is 3 rounds. We're going for a minute of work and a minute of rest on 4 different movements. The first movement we're going for is lateral burpee over objects. So you're going to do your burpee and then jump over an object, do another burpee and back and forth. The next minute we're doing 1 minute of kettlebell swings. So we went over lots of progressions already for the swings, lots of different objects you can use for that one. Then you're going to go for 1 minute of max effort sit-ups, jackknives, or V-ups. And final one is a minute of ground to overhead. So breaking down each movement here, guys, for the purpose of the workout today, the intent, we want to get moving real fast here. You're talking 80 to 90%. Let's try to focus closer to 90 if anything, because you are getting a 1-to-1 work to rest ratio here. So we want you to go as hard and as fast as you can in every minute, and then of course rest hard as well. Try to get your breath back to be ready for that next round. The rep ranges on the burpees, you're going to look at around something 15-ish reps there. Again, give or take depending on your level. For the kettlebell swings, we're going to be looking at around somewhere 25-ish maybe, give or take. For the sit-ups, jackknives, or V-ups, we got 3 different progressions on the board here, guys. Pick one where you think you can get somewhere around 25 reps in that minute. So if you're newer to these movements, sit-ups would probably do the job just fine. As you progress, they'll get a little bit more and more challenging. So keep that in mind. You can warm up with a few of each rep, see what you feel comfortable with. The final one is ground to overhead. So again, we're going to go over some objects in the workout description and the workout video a little bit later on to give you guys some options. If you guys this is going to be a big difference maker here on how many reps you're doing overall in today's workout. You should be aiming for somewhere between 10 to 30 of these reps. If you're using a light object, something small, you'll be closer to 30. If you're using something heavy, if you have a barbell at home, somewhere around 10-ish would be a good range, maybe somewhere from, for guys, 95 to 135, something in that range for that. Total reps for this workout here, guys, around 250. Again, if you're doing something light at the end, you'll be closer to 300 maybe. If you're doing something heavy at the end, you might be closer to the 200 number. So this last movement will really separate the numbers based on what type of an object you're using. We'll pass it back to Eddie for the afterburner.
Okay, for afterburner, doing more core work here, guys. You're doing this once. You want to follow the order. You want to accumulate 60 seconds of the R total. Same thing, when you're done that, you accumulate 60 seconds of the hollow hold. When you're done that, then you go on to your next hold, okay? So which is your wall facing handstand hold. Accumulating a minute of it, finishing off with another minute, guys, accumulating in that handstand hold. Whatever progression you pick a progression that is controlled, and pick a progression specifically for these 2 movements to get that core activated that allows you to always hold it for 10 seconds at least. If not, if you're able to hold it for 30 seconds, push yourself a little bit more, change your progression. So 10 to 20 second progression, guys, for these first 2. On the last 2, it's going to be more skill based, so play around with it, but at least try to be able to hold it for 10 seconds. Might be tricky for the wall facing, so get creative, or just count it slow, guys, in your head for the wall facing, okay? Have fun with that. We're gonna go on to the warm-up next.
Hello everybody, we are here with today's special guest, Coach Zach. He's gonna help us go over the warm-up here for today's workout. So the first movement we're gonna go over is a joint mobility drill. So we've done these already in some of the videos in the past, so most of you guys are familiar with this one. We are doing a hip mobility in the quadruped position. So Zach will come down into the quadruped position. You can actually face, yeah, there we go. And we're just focusing on the outside of that hip here, guys. So the first thing Zach's gonna do is push that heel up behind him, way up in the air. At this point, he's gonna squeeze his butt on that leg that's extended, turn the knee out away from his body, rotate it all the way around, kind of like he's brushing past his elbow, and then all the way back up into the start position, bringing that heel up. We're gonna go 3 times nice and slow going clockwise, and then we're gonna go 3 times nice and slow going the other position. So we'll show that one more time. So now he's going counterclockwise here, guys. Notice how he's rotating nice and slow. Again, if it feels a little shaky, feels a little wobbly in the hip, slow it down. You wanna really work on the motor control here in those joints. Okay, looks great, Zach. So the next position we're gonna get into, guys, we have 3 rounds of some activation drills. The first one, we're gonna get our glutes and hamstrings firing. So we're going for elevated glute bridges. We're gonna do 1 leg at a time. If doing 1 leg at a time is too difficult for you, you can do both legs at the same time, following pretty much the same instruction, obviously with both legs instead of 1. So Zach has 1 leg on the box, his foot is nice and flat. The other leg is gonna just be raised up in front of him. The higher he brings that foot up, the easier this is gonna be, so you guys can adjust as you go. The first step is getting that hip all the way in the air. So when that hip's all the way up, Zach's squeezing his butt. Once he gets that hip all the way in the air, he's actually gonna try to pull his heel towards his butt a little bit. The box isn't gonna move, his foot isn't gonna move, but what that's gonna do is activate your hamstring. So you're gonna really feel the back of your legs firing. After you hold it for just a second or two, Zach just held it like a champ for a few seconds there, but we only have to hold it for a second or two. He's gonna come down, reset if you need to. Again, push that hip all the way up in the air, squeezing your butt, putting some pressure on that box like you're trying to slide the heel towards your butt. You're gonna do 5 of those per side. Once you're done that, guys, Zach's gonna come on back up to his feet. We're doing single-legged deadlifts. So for this one, we're gonna add a little bit of cross-body rotation when you get closer to the bottom of your rep. So Zach's gonna get into that single-legged deadlift here. So 1 leg is relatively straight, slight bend in the knee. He's gonna lean forward, and then eventually with his hand, he's rotating across body to touch the floor on the other side of his foot. This is a balance drill here, guys. It might get a little wobbly. That's okay. That's supposed to happen. We're working on these things on the balance. So that's a good thing if that happens. So Zach will show us 1 more of those. One thing I want you to think about, guys, actually if you mind facing that way, Zach, think about keeping that back leg straight. So Zach has a little bend in the knee. That's gonna help him with his balance, and that's totally fine to do. Eventually, as you get a little bit better with this, you wanna see if you can take a small step back with that back leg there, Zach. Just with the back leg so you're on the toe. Yeah, so here you can try to straighten out your leg to start the movement. And now that he's in a good start position, try to keep that back leg straight as you lean forward. So that might give you a little bit more control. You can see his glutes nice and tensioned up on that back leg the whole time. All right, perfect. The next movement we're gonna go over is the Russian swings. We have 20 to do for this movement. We're gonna do it with a dumbbell today. We know some of you guys have some dumbbells at home. We haven't done any Russian swings or kettlebell swings with the dumbbells yet. So pretty straightforward here. You can face that way again there, Zach. So you can start doing those Russian swings here, Zach, for us. So notice that that shin is staying relatively straight in the air. The knees are not coming forward. Most importantly here, keeping that back nice and flat. Really use that hip to drive that kettlebell or dumbbell up. And he's really squeezing that butt to extend that hip and drive that dumbbell forward. Final movement for today's warm-up here, guys, is ground to overheads. We're gonna use a PVC or a broomstick for today. Most of you guys have a broomstick at home. So So Zach's just gonna come all the way down to the bottom of that ground to overhead. He's gonna go left once and right once, just stretching the hamstrings and the low back out, and then he's gonna stand up with that PVC. Keeping that PVC close to the body, he's gonna pull those elbows up nice and high, doing a stretch in those shoulders, and then he's gonna flip the PVC into the overhead position. His head is through that window, he's squeezing his rib cage in, stretching out his shoulders. Maybe show us one from the side view there, Zach. So again, stretching out the hamstrings, low back and forth once. Then he's gonna stand up, elbows come up, stretching the shoulders. Flip that head through the window, squeeze those shoulder blades, feel a stretch in the shoulders. All that looks good, guys. We're gonna do 3 rounds of the movements we just went over. We'll see you for the workout details.
Okay, let's get ready here, guys, for the workout. So starting with the lateral burpee over object. Again, get creative on what you're using, guys. Today we're gonna use the paint can again, the 5 gallon. Feel free at home. Maybe it's a water container, the 5 gallon, 19 liter one. Use that one. Doesn't have to be vertical. It's yash, so we're making it vertical. Okay? So burpee, guys. Watch again. When you go down, chest to floor. When you come up, land on those heels. When you're jumping over, try to jump over the object versus around the object. So watch where your feet are landing. Make sure they're landing in line to the object, so you're then jumping over the object, guys. Okay? So that's your burpee over your object. From there, guys, today we're going to use a dumbbell for your kettlebell swing. So you got a couple options how you hold your kettlebell or your dumbbell. If you have a dumbbell, you can hold it to the side, guys. You can kind of cup it so you're holding the head of the dumbbell, guys. Just like a regular dumbbell swing or kettlebell swing, you want to hinge at the hips, drive through the heels and your hips, guys, to get that kettlebell or dumbbell object over your head. Okay, so in a minute of those kettlebell swings. Then from there, you're going to the floor. On the floor, we're starting off with your sit-up. Remember, we won't show right now for the sit-up, but for the sit-up, roll a towel, place it in the small part of your back, so your lumbar, to give you some arch support for your lumbar. But starting off with the jackknife now. So, jackknife, you want to stay hollow if possible, so hollow, keeping that chest up, heels off the floor if you can. Your chest is going to come up first, then thighs to chest. Trying to again keep the thighs, keep the heels and upper back off the ground. If you do need a progression, you can rest your heels on the floor and your back. Before you go up, go get into that hollow position, then go into your jackknife. For your V-sit, you're going legs straight as possible. Try to touch your heels. Try to touch your laces or toes. If not, maybe the shins or a ground is a good progression as well for your V-ups. Okay? The last movement here you guys want to go over is your ground to overhead. So we're going to go back to that paint can here. This could be your water jug here, guys. Starting with your clean. So get Yash to show it from the front and then one from the side. So from the front, you're catching it in that shoulder position, driving up overhead. If you're doing this progression, go side to side. So on his next catch, you're going to catch it on the opposite shoulder, but at the bottom position, guys, make sure that you're keeping your body nice and flat. So we're going to get him to do one more time. At the bottom, you get flat back, lifting with your legs versus bending over and rounding your back and going up overhead. Next movement, snatch is an option from ground to overhead. So from ground to overhead, if you're snatching, it just means one fluid motion into that overhead position. All these movements, you're going for 1 minute effort, getting into the anaerobic, so 80 to 90% capacity, guys, if you can, then recovering for a minute. Have fun with this one.
Welcome everybody to today's afterburner. So we are accumulating 60 seconds of some various holds today. Remember, as Eddie mentioned at the whiteboard today, you might only be able to hold 10 seconds, take a break, 10 seconds, take a break, or maybe you do 2 30-second holds, something along those lines. First one we're starting off with is an arch hold. So we're gonna start off on our stomachs for this one. We're gonna point our hands as far forward as we can. Let's point those thumbs up in the air, and we're gonna actually point the toes as far back as we can. Then we're gonna raise the chest off the ground as high as we can and the thighs off the ground as high as we can. Notice Zach's neck and head are nice and neutral, so he's looking just down at the ground in front of him. He's trying to squeeze his shoulder blade, squeeze his butt, squeeze your feet together, and don't forget to breathe. It's kind of important in this movement. Sometimes people forget to do that one. After you accumulate that minute, we're gonna flip onto our back for the hollow hold. So we explained this one also a couple times in our videos recently, guys. So we're just gonna start off on our back. We're gonna pull the shoulder blades off the ground. We're gonna raise the heels off the ground. Again, the feet are squeezed together. The rib cage is tucked in tight. You're really feeling those abs. To make it a little more difficult, you can go down a little lower with your legs, overhead with the arms. If that's too hard for you guys, lower your arms to your sides or out to the side of your body in that T shape. Either way, but the main point here is really feeling those abs tensioning up. Okay, the next movement we're gonna go over is the wall-facing handstand hold. So, for a scaling option here, guys, you might wanna just raise those feet off the ground just a little bit. So we're just gonna do a slight wall climb. If you're comfortable there and you wanna stay there for your hold, that's totally fine. Notice the back's nice and flat. Zach's really thinking about trying to keep that rib cage in, that butt nice and tight. If he feels comfortable here, you can keep walking in towards that wall. The goal eventually is to work up so your nose can touch the wall, you're in a nice and straight line. We're working on that arch in the low back, trying to make it as flat as possible for that hold. So Zach can walk out of there. We got one more movement to go over today, which is a freestanding handstand hold. If you guys can just do a freestanding handstand hold without the wall, you're accumulating 60 seconds. So that might be 5, 10 seconds at a time, something like that. If not, we got a couple options for you. The first one is you can just kick up into your wall. So this time you won't be facing the wall, you'll be facing away from the wall. And we're gonna try to just work on our balance here. So we're keeping that rib cage in tight, heels against the wall. If you wanna work on trying to get freestanding, you can even slightly look at your fingers. So you're tilting that head up and you're just trying to balance on those hands without the wall for a second or two. You might fall off, you might not. You can see Zach's trying. Perfect. Okay, the next progression we can use here, Coach Yash just informed me that this one's called the body tightener, one of his personal favorites. So Zach's gonna demonstrate that one. We're gonna just lie on our stomach. We're gonna extend our arms out into the wall. And as we press into that wall, we're keeping that rib cage down, we're keeping the feet together and the butt tight. You're gonna feel a lot of activation in those lats, shoulders, and shoulder blades. Again, accumulating the 60 seconds. We'll see you for the outro. Okay, everybody, hope you had an awesome Friday. Just one quick announcement here. With the equipment that we're going to be loaning out for the next little while, you might start seeing things like bands in our warm-ups, and we're going to try to keep this all fun for you. Yash is working really hard these days on coming up with creative solutions with our programming, and also it's a very special day today because it's his birthday. So if you have him on Instagram, on YouTube, on our website, shoot him a happy birthday wish for sure. If you sing a song for him, he'll do some burpees. And make sure to thank him for all the hard work he's putting into this program to keep you guys moving while you're at home. See you tomorrow, guys.